Five Flowers Lake, Pearl Shoal, Bamboo Arrow Lake. These are only few mysterious and romantic names that awake in our imagination different beautiful plots of fascinating legends. It is no coincidence that Jiuzhaigou National Park bewitches with its beauty everyone who gets here, beckoning to itself, forcing to come back again and again. It is not surprising because everyone wants to return, at least for a brief moment, to this land which resembles a fairy tale or a wonderful dream. Jiuzhaigou National Park, which is famous for its emerald lakes and many rare floral and faunal forms, is located in the southeast China in the province called Sichuan. Since the valley is located in pretty backwater place, the tourism in this region started to develop relatively late. Officially, the park was opened in 1972, and 20 years later, in 1992, Jiuzhaigou was inscribed by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. In Chinese, the word Jiuzhaigou literally means Nine Settlements Valley. Such a name, of course, is no coincidence. In the valley there are indeed 9 villages inhabited by Tibetans and representatives of the Tang national minority related to Tibetans. Today, 7 of these villages are still inhabited and 2 have been abandoned. Farming and cattle breeding are prohibited in the valley, so the locals live off state subsidies and, of course, at the expense of tourists coming to the valley. So here it won't be a problem to try local cuisine or buy souvenirs, which are the products of traditional crafts. Jiuzhaigou National Park consists of 3 valleys that form a wedge: Zhize, Zhejiawa, and Shujiang. The valleys are highly remarkable because of their beautiful and diverse nature. Here you can find broad-leaved virgin forests inhabited by birds and animals. Some of them, such as pandas or golden monkeys, are listed in the Red Book. There are also rapid mountain rivers and majestic waterfalls. But still, one of the main symbols and the main attractions of Jiuzhaigou is the indescribable beauty of its lakes, of which there are more than 100. The legend says that the lakes are nothing more than fragments of a mirror that the god Dage gave to his beloved goddess Wolosimo. But the careless goddess dropped it, the mirror broke into many pieces, and now we have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful lakes. However, the matter-of-fact science explains the transparency of local lakes by the fact that the water contains a high percentage of calcium carbonate. The largest lake in Jiuzhaigou is called Changhai, which means long lake, and it is located at an altitude of 3,000 meters, or almost 10,000 feet, above the sea level. Its length is 7.5 kilometers, or 4.5 miles, and the maximum depth is more than 100 meters, or 330 feet. According to local beliefs, monsters live in this lake. Of course, you can endlessly recite the names of beautiful local lakes, but it's better to travel here and see everything with your own eyes. Grass Lake, Panda Lake, Sleeping Dragon Lake, Swan Lake, which is more than a mile long, Five Flowers Lake, in which, according to the legend, the gods wash their faces and their makeup gives the lake its incredibly beautiful colors. Another symbol of Jiuzhaigou National Park is clear, swift waterfalls falling down from the rocky outcrops. It will be difficult for a tired traveler to resist the temptation to admire the falling streams of water, forget about all worries and merge with nature, listening to mesmerizing, bewitching sound of falling water. Getting to Jiuzhaigou is difficult, but now it's easier than before, when the trip from Sichuan's capital city of Chengdu to the park took 8 to 10 hours. Now the nearest airport is located just 88 kilometers or 55 miles from the charming valley. The distance is also not so short, but such perhaps not the easiest journey is worth it. The beauty that awaits the traveler who has endured the hardships of the road is difficult to convey in words, pictures or videos.